Okay, good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the new ATCC webinar presented by Ariel Garcia with Qualis Lab. The webinar title is Eliminate Bugs to Build Confidence, Ensuring Financial Integrity Throughout Software Testing. I am Rodolfo Viola, ATCC Director, your host and moderator for this webinar session. Thank you for joining us today. Before we start, let me take a moment to introduce ourselves and give you a brief overview who we are and what we do. The Argentina-Texas Chamber of Commerce, ATCC, is an independent non-profit voluntary membership association founded in 2016 to promote investment, trade, education, and networking between Texas and Argentina. The Chamber is dedicated to build a strong economic bond between Argentina and Texas. In this webinar, we will discuss how testing not only improves efficiency and accuracy in financial operations, but also becomes a strategic pillar for competitiveness and sustainable long-term profitability. We will learn how testing can make processes more agile, secure, and cost-effective while complying with industry regulation and improving customer satisfaction. Just some info about our speaker. Ariel Hernan Garcia is an experimental leader in the tech industry, specializing in software testing and quality assurance. As co-founder and director of services at Qualis Lab, Ariel has been at the front of delivering innovative testing solutions. Ariel has more than 2 decades of experience. He has played a key role in shaping strategies that bridge the gap between cutting-edge technology and business needs. He is also an active voice in tech community, often representing the key industry events, where he speaks on the importance of testing in archiving excellence industry financial sector. His work helps businesses mitigate risk, optimize performance, and stay compliant with regulatory standards. Finally, we would like to thank our corporate members for their continued support of the Chamber, Pan American Energy, Duralight, and United Airlines that are gold members, Global and PCR silver members, as well as ISAC, CAPEX, Tel Technologies, Marble, Mayer Brown, ProShale that are bronze members. Let us clarify that our webinars are recorded and uploaded into YouTube channel. And finally, a brief overview of our webinar series. Ariel will present this talk without interruptions. We kindly request you to pop up your questions in the Q&A chat, and I will read to Ariel once the presentation is finished. All right, Ariel, if you're ready, go ahead.
Thank you, Rodolfo. Thank you for your presentation. Let me share my screen. Please tell me if you're looking at it.
Is it?
Is okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rodolfo. Thank you to the Chamber for this space, for this opportunity. As the title embraces, during this webinar, we will discuss how software testing, both manual and automated, plays a fundamental role in detecting critical failures that can compromise our financial integrity. A quick review about Qualis Lab. Qualis Lab is a technological company. Our main services are software development, consulting, but we are experts in quality assurance, testing, and automation. Commitment, agility, curiosity, and closeness are our values, and these values allow us to deliver solutions that are not only efficient, but also deeply aligned with our client needs. More than service providers, we see ourselves as partners in our clients' success. Our goal is to empower our clients not only to achieve the quality standard required, but also to maintain it and increase it. Just a review, this is some of our clients in the financial and banking sector with whom we have been working to improve the testing processes and ensure that they are at the forefront of technology. Our focus in Qualis Lab is to help these institutions to optimize, to perform, to reduce risks, and to guarantee the stability of the critical systems. Perhaps you will hear it many times from me this phrasal, but in such competitive and regulatory environment, it's essential for banks and financial institutions to deliver reliable, security, and efficient systems. So, presentation's done. Let's get into the matter. As Rodolfo said, in this opportunity, we will be talking about financial services, but we are going to talk about this from behind the scenes, from the backstage, and we'll be focusing on testing. exploring how the significant impact that can have in this sector from the positive effects of ensuring quality and stability, and also from the risks of not having testing in our organization. Our objective is to show how a well-implemented testing strategy is not only improve the reliability and the security, but also boosts our user confidence and optimize our operational efficiency. And we're going to have a quick review on what is testing, so everybody in the audience can be on the same page. Let's go from the basic. What is testing? Testing, software testing, to be more precise, is the process that helps us to ensure a digital project, like a website, an app, or perhaps on a home banking, works correctly and is reliable. Testing makes sure that these features work as are intended without causing any error or unexpected problems faced to our users. Imagine you are a client, you're a new client from a bank, and you are downloading the banking app. You are expecting to handle things like, but not logins obviously, but viewing your account balancing, transferring some money, or perhaps make a payment. You want to do it smoothly and with the guarantee that the transaction is correct. Because in the digital world, a small bug can lead to a big problem. For example, if a banking app miscalculates the balance, it can lead to the loss of trust and even to financial trouble to our customers. That's where testing helps us to catch and fix these problems before the users even know that they even exist. This is the guarantee that we need to have to ensure that our products are really ready for the real world use. And there are two main types of testing. The first one is the manual testing. This involves people interacting directly with our software, using it as if they were end users in order to identify any issues in the early stages. And also we have automated testing. Here we use some special software tools to simulate the user actions in order to check for errors. And this automated test can be run frequently and quickly, making it ideal for regressions. Because whenever we are going to release something new to the market, whatever is a new feature or requirement, we have to ensure that everything works correctly, not only the new, also what we also have in production. This is why testing is very important. Okay. Let's take a moment in order to talk about how testing is absolutely essential for the financial services. Because testing goes far beyond just being a quality control in our development process. Testing must be the cornerstone of any financial system. Because in financial world, we had to talk about three fundamental pillars: accuracy, security, and compliance. And these are not just buzzwords. They represent, or they should represent, the values of a core business, and they must ensure the integrity of every potential transaction. Because what happens when proper testing is not overlooked, or even worse, when it's inadequate? The consequences can be more than can be, they will be severe, affecting not only the functionality of the system, but also, which is very, very important, the trust of our users. So what does the lack of testing imply in financial services? The answer is very, very simple: problems. Problems like the loss of confidence, because our clients rely on the accuracy of our system, and any error directly impact them. Also, the loss of market position. Without testing, companies lose agility, efficiency, losing ground to the competition. Also, regulatory penalties. This is very interesting. This is something I figured out not long ago, but compliance is critical. It is estimated that 50% of the penalties in the financial sector are related to the compliance failures. Also, the lack of guarantee. Without testing, we cannot assure that our systems work as they should. And something that is very common is that we have high operation costs. What does this mean? It's very often testing is performed by not a specialist. Instead, it's performed by someone who is familiar with the app or the system we are testing, but they are not experts. Without these experts, without these specialists, the validation processes are longer, increasing the time and the resources that we use. This affects directly to the quality assurance, but even then, we cannot guarantee that our products have the quality that is needed. This is why it's very important not only to have testing processes, but also to work with the specialists on this area. And let me give you a clearer idea of what it means not to invest in testing. Perhaps showing some numbers will be much easier for you. But let's go with the first one. The 90% of the critical errors found in the products are typically due to inadequate or insufficient testing. This before the product is also, of course, released to production. What does this mean? That if we don't test our software correctly in early stages, these errors will reach our users. And remember the previous slide with all the problems that can lead to this. Also, 80% of the financial companies face delay due to the lack of agile testing. What does this mean? That if we don't do things on time and with the correct resources, as I told you before, we had to work with specialists, our project will be delayed, leading to increased costs and also not guaranteeing the quality that this delivery should have. And something that's very important, that 50% of the fines in the financial sector are related to failures in the compliance regulatory. Many of these issues come because we are not having a specialist to validate the central bank requirements. And how does it impact us? First, all regulatory penalties. This means that directly it's going to cost us money. And then the loss of customer trust. Indirectly, this will also cost us money. If we have a lack of capacity or of the time, here is where test automation helps us to improve the quality and the speed, reducing costs and enhancing quality. Let me give you an example. Not long ago, we were called from a financial institution in order to automate the regression testing because with every regulatory change that the government had, they couldn't meet the deadlines. And this impacted in the ability to prevent money laundering as they proceed an unauthorized transaction and face penalties. After that, they decided to automate all the testing suite, and now with the team they have, they can fulfill the deadlines. These numbers are very hard, very tough. The question is, in which side of these numbers are you? You are the 90, you are the 80, or perhaps it will be better, but perhaps you are in the 10% or the 20%. Each of you will know where you are standing. Okay, so far I've been telling you only bad news, but now we're going to talk about what happens when we do testing right in an organization. The benefits are clear and more important, they are measurable because testing impacts in finance in three positive ways. First of all, increasing the customer satisfaction. As you see, I spoke a lot about the customer satisfaction because this is very important. But providing error-free systems builds the trust and the loyalty that we need from our customers, from our clients. Also, having testing in our financial services brings you more reliability. Ensuring systems operating security, minimizing risks, and increasing our customer satisfaction. Also, increase the operational efficiency because testing processes optimize the delivery times and also reduce the cost. As I told you before, working with specialized, it can reduce the time of our projects. But not only increase, also it reduce risks, it reduce human errors, and reduce costs, leading to two beautiful words that are excellency and precision. And that's what we are expecting to have. To sum up a little bit about this, investing in testing is not just a technical question, it's a business matter. We have to be committed to the quality in order to achieve the products of a client are expecting and not having any problems with them because in financial world, any bug can turn into the loss of thousands of customers. Moving forward, not long ago, I was having dinner with a college and he told me something that I didn't perceive until that moment, and it was really great, and I would like to share it with you. He told me that previously you perceive the financial customer, the banks, through the physical branches or stores. You go to a branch and say, "Oh, this place looks great. Look how great it is. It had air conditioning. It didn't too long for me to be attending." But today, that perception has really changed, and this perception is shaped through the digital products from a bank. How easy is to use it, how great experience I have in, how fast also is to use. This is why ensuring the best user experience has become crucial, and testing play a key role in this process. Again, and once again, testing is not just a technical need, it's a key strategy in order to deliver the best experiences to our users. Okay, I'm sure that the audience may have questions. Rodolfo, if you want to share those questions, if there's any.
Yes, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, we got just a few questions for you, but we can start over with one of them. What type of bags are the most common in financial applications?
What type of bugs are the most common in financial? Okay, I would say calculation errors, given the complexity of the financial transaction and calculations, error are formulas and rounding are common issues. But I also think in something that is very common and it's not well appreciated, that are the performance issues. You know, financial apps require quick response time, and performance issues such as the lags, crashes, are common bugs, and very often they are confused as functional problems when they are not.
By the way, you mentioned performance, right?
Yeah.
Uh, how do you test performance in, for example, some high traffic periods like the one that is coming, that is Black Friday or tax season? How do you do that?
Okay, okay. I think I get myself into a rabbit hole because performance testing is a different branch of testing. It performs different kinds of testing, like load testing, in order to ensure that our system work correctly. When we simulate expected user traffic to see how our system behaves under normal conditions, but we also can stress our system, being pushed beyond their normal limits to see where it breaks. And that we in this kind of testing, testing as well is a whole world, but in stress testing we need to do also not only the testing, although also real-time monitoring that help us to identify where are the bottlenecks in order to help to the development team or the infrastructure team to do the adjustment, such as optimizing database or perhaps increasing the server capacity.
Okay.
You know, this part of performance testing is very interesting and it's very very neat in the financial. Just to give me idea, perhaps Rodolfo, the next time we can talk about this because it's very, very important and it's not over the table as it should.
So they used to be important because sometimes if you're talking about financial, if you get that Christmas or that kind of holidays, many people using the system at the same time and it could crash for sure.
Yeah.
But there is nowadays there is something that is a little bit tricky, or that because it is happening every day, it is like phishing, like simulating different sites. So how does testing help to prevent fraud in the financial software?
Okay. As I told you before, testing is a big word, and one of these this department is security testing. Security testing helps you identify vulnerabilities that could allow unauthorized access to a system, as you well said, phishing. And what we do in security testing, we simulate various serious attacks, such as phishing, perhaps SQL injection, data breaches, and we can identify and patch these potential points of explosion. Also, it's very important the access control testing or encrypted data protection, because all these efforts will help us to create different types of level or layers in order to have more defense and reduce all these risks from external attacks.
Good, good. Okay, if the people has no more question at all, couple of minutes, 1 minute, 1 second, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
If there,
If, if there's any after this webinar you have any doubt, you can write us, you can send us the question, and we will pleasantly answer you.
okay, Ariel, just to close, thank you all just for attending the webinar. Thanks, Ariel, for this amazing presentation, and thanks, Qualis Lab, for letting you be here. So thank you all, and hope to see you in the next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodolfo. Thank you for the chamber and also for the audience for coming up. Have a great day.
Bye.